Kim, and I'm a fourth year in mechanical engineering major.
Hi, I'm Lizzard. I'm a fourth year computer information systems major.
This is a new segment called Money News, where we're going to talk about funny, interesting, and noteworthy news in the world of STEM. So without further ado, let's get started. So I was going around the web and I was like looking, and then I found this article which caught my attention because I want to see more of what's in the future more than what we already have, or what's like, I guess, not really something that's being planned, you know? So I came across this article, even though it's a little older, but I will explain why I chose this one. It's from 2012, and they were like looking for a car. I don't know. What I've always thought about the future is having flying cars. I don't think I ever imagined something more. But then they introduced the self-driving cars, and I thought that was pretty awesome. And I know now that's something normal because Mr. Elon Musk was the first company to take the Tesla autonomous vehicle, you know? And I was looking at this, even though Elon Musk said that he wanted a vehicle, something more for the everyday use, I guess you can say, something for the average person, something that was affordable. But I think affordable for me and Elon Musk is way different. Our definitions of affordable are way different. So, but what I was looking at is the Audi in 2012 started planning that. I'm pretty sure everyone else tried to do the same thing, but Elon Musk was the one who beat everyone to it. But they started looking for it, but theirs was a little different. They took the approach of like a faster vehicle. And I was reading it, and it said that their top speed in 2012 was 120 miles per hour, and that's pretty fast. I don't know how fast everyone drives in the freeway, but that's pretty fast. I think the regular in the freeway was like 65, and even though I know everybody goes up to like 80 or something, but it's pretty fast. I think for self-driving, I would be scared. I don't know. Would you be scared, Liz, to be someone where it's a self-driving vehicle, or would you feel more safer? I
I
don't know.
feel safer. Personally, I don't want to drive. Like, I don't have my license. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
so scared of like getting in an accident, like all that trouble, getting insurance, paying for all of that. I'd rather just like get on the bus, have somebody else drive me. So I think the autonomous cars will like help me with that stuff. Just pressing a button, just chilling, and just
Really?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how I could put my life in like a robot's hands. You know, like little like I don't know. I would feel more scared. I don't know. I guess I'm like since I drive, I feel more comfortable driving. I mean, it's scary. You know, it's scary. Accidents are everywhere, but I feel like I would feel better me having control of the vehicle. You know, if I die, it was my fault. You know, not a robot's fault. Like I don't know. I mean,
Uh,
obviously the technology is really advanced to the sense where like they get, I guess, a sense of how a driver is supposed to drive, you know, and I'm pretty sure they make better decisions than us. They're not distracted. That was one of the things that I was reading. That's like the reason why they want like autonomous vehicles is because they don't get distracted. They're not like obviously they're robots. We're over here like driving, we're eating, we're driving, doing our
what?
makeup, or we're driving.
We're not eating. That's illegal, bro.
Okay,
She's
well, I
not
mean
eating, guys. Somebody else. She saw somebody else next to her that was eating.
Yeah, I saw somebody else. Somebody else on their phone while driving. That's somebody else, not me. Definitely not me. You know. But I thought that was pretty cool. And it's like this is that they were able to get the Audi vehicle. Well, back in 2012, was able to get around like a 3-mile course in less than 2.5 minutes. So that was pretty cool. I thought that was awesome. I don't know. Obviously, everything has advanced now. So I was like, okay, so if that was in 2012, like, what is like the fastest vehicle like right now, as we speak, you know? And then I saw that there's this car, the Robo car, you know, and it says that they were able to reach, give me 175 miles per hour. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, Liz? You don't think that's crazy? I think that's pretty
I
crazy.
feel like when they're actually saying 175, it's just like one straight track, so it's not as
Yeah.
dangerous. But I've never been higher than 60, so I don't know how that feels.
You've never been higher than 60?
I don't think so, unless my mom was like in a rush getting me to school, but I didn't
You
notice.
You've been in my car list. I promise you, you've been higher than 60.
We were never late for anything. We're always getting food. Unless we're really hungry, and I don't remember that time.
Oh, that means you didn't feel it. That's how such of a good driver I am. You didn't even feel it. But yeah, I was 100. Well, this one was a straight one. That was 175 miles per hour. Obviously, I guess it's a little safer. And I mean, it was just a test run. So like their whole point isn't like Elon Musk to make like a everyday vehicle. Theirs was like obviously to make a faster vehicle, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was pretty awesome. Fun fact about this car is that it's in the Guinness World Records. So I thought that was pretty awesome. As we speak now, that's what's being. Obviously, it has way far of it to actually make it. You know, it's just a prototype. But I think it's amazing how a bunch of engineers and technology majors are like coming together. You know, this is just like a study. And if they were able to make this, I can't even imagine what life will be like 10 years from now. If 10 years ago we thought about autonomous cars and that's something that Elon Musk was able to accomplish, so 10 years from now, I know there's going to be something even better, you know?
Yeah, I think that's why he's trying to really push the Hyperloop, like the little
Yeah.
tunnel under the ground where you can use that autonomous cars. And I really like that idea. One time I brought up that idea to like one of my professors, and it was like, that's already made. I was like, damn. I thought I was so smart. Like I had it all drawn out, and I was like, so it's gonna sit on this, and then it's gonna go under this, and then
this is pretty
maybe I
crazy.
just saw a video a long time ago of the same thing.
Yeah,
And I was
then
just like, I made that up. It was me.
we're gonna name it the lizard way, you know? Oh my gosh, that's pretty hilarious. Oh my
Okay,
god.
so you want to hear what I found? I found some
Yeah,
pretty
I would love
interesting
to hear
stuff.
what you found.
So to bring back with what you said about different things that with cars that they're adding. So BMW is adding a sort of paid service for something that's already in the car. So they're offering that you pay a certain amount to use like heated seats. So like it's already in the car, but they need to do like the programming in it, like to uncheck it and say like you can use this now, but you need to pay for it. So you can either pay for it for like a year, you could pay for it for like 3 years. But yeah, like
Oh my god, that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
so it's
I
like
don't
you're
know.
renting pieces of your car. So you can
I
like
don't know.
unlock different pieces as well.
I don't know how I feel about that. That's pretty, like, uh, like I'm paying like a Netflix subscription, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That's pretty. I mean, it's already your car. Like, it should be included, you know? I don't
Hmm.
know. I guess they're just trying to find ways to make money, huh? I guess that's how the
Well,
economy
I
is.
guess so, because it is like a lot of money just to get that little thing. And then also, I guess they're trying to set that out for maybe they can make additions and put more things into the software that may be new. And so there's just like
Mhm.
adding new things, and then you just have to pay for like each addition that you want to do. Something else I also want you to pay for would be like what they're actually doing right now is like Apple CarPlay, so you have to pay for that. So like I
Uh-huh.
guess that's kind of reasonable because it is already a subscription that you'll probably pay on your phone, but now you're
Yeah.
just paying the subscription in your car. So that's like
Hmm. Damn. That's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that. I guess they would have more control. I feel like since they'd have more control over your vehicle, I wouldn't even feel like it's mine, you know? I don't know. But damn, like, imagine only having heated seats because you're broke for like a year and then
yeah,
you can't have,
like
you
you're
can't
just
have
cold in the middle of the winter. Like I have to pay rent, bro. I have to
like,
eat.
do I want heated seats or do I want Chick-fil-A? Like, what do I want, you know? Like, gotta cook my Chick-fil-A and eat from home so I can afford my heated seats for my own car. Like, that's weird. I don't
Unless you cook on your heated seats. Like, you
know.
know, people put like an egg on
Oh,
the sidewalk, you put it
oh
on
my
the
god.
heated seat.
Oh my god. That's no. That's ridiculous. So something else, obviously, with the improving of vehicles and something, as I was mentioning before, like futures like autonomous. Well, we're already living in it pretty much. The autonomous cars and like the flying cars era or whatever. But something that I hadn't thought about was how you call it, like cars communicating with each other because they're autonomous. So like if there's a car right here, and like this one's gonna obviously, and I think that happens to us too. Sometimes cars get in our blind spots, or cars, both of you think at the same time, like, oh, I'm gonna change lanes, and then like that's where accidents occur or whatever. So like they're gonna like be able to contact each other. Like if you're right here and there's another car, they're gonna be able to contact each other. So if this one's gonna move, like this one will move after, or this one's gonna like communicate with this one that this one's trying to get in the lane. I don't know. I never thought about that, and that's pretty cool. Since I feel like then I might feel safer. Might feel safer in a robot-driven car.
Oh, if they're all talking to each other, all
Yeah,
communicating.
yeah. Like, how would that sound? Like, would we?
Well,
I wonder if it was like beep 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 beep. Like I don't know, like
well,
robots or like.
I don't know if I feel like if everything's connected, that's kind of like I think in Fifth Element, like all the cars are connected. So like you could talk to a specific car, if I'm remembering correctly, or he was just using a microphone. Anyway, but you would have to put in your like ID card in it, and then if you're like a criminal or if you're like running away from like the law, they'll like stop your car. But that's in the Fifth Element, so it's all theoretical. But still, that could be like what it's leading up to. So like the government could stop your car or track you. So that's something you could be afraid of. Or it could be a safety thing. It would be like, oh yeah, that's a good thing. What do you think about that?
I mean, I feel like everything, like right now, just so the government will obviously be able to control you. That's kind of scary, but I feel like we already live in that where they can practically already control you. Technology is like so advanced. So if you have a cell phone or like a computer, maybe they're watching us right now. Should we say hi? Like, I feel like
I kind of don't care if they're watching me. Like, hi, come watch the Staying Money podcast, y'all. Like, I don't really care. Like right now, like, enjoy.
They're gonna get a message for now, like, hi, thank you for inviting us. But how you call it? Yeah, I feel like everything already is the government is already controlling. So that's just something that I wouldn't even be surprised about. I would see it more as a benefit, like something like you were saying, like the criminal, like they could just stop the car. Like, I don't know, that's scary. That reminds me of like a scary movie. Like imagine you're innocent and then like everything just locks, like locks, and you're in the car.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just lock you in there, and you have nowhere to go. Like, what if you're not a criminal and they just?
Yeah, what if you can't even breathe in there? Like they don't even like put down the window for you. Like that'd be sad.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't know. Yeah, but I was like reading that because like you were saying like, oh, it'd probably be safer because there's so many accidents. And I was reading and I'm like, there's over 6 million car accidents that happen in America each year. And a great percentage, like more than half, like is injuries. Yeah, more than 75 is injuries, and I think about half is deaths. So I'm like, that is so sad. And they said that obviously going into these autonomous vehicles, it's not only like the construction of the vehicle and like all the sensors or whatever, but it's also like statistics to see like will that actually reduce like the amount of people that are dying each year due to accidents because the cars will make wiser decisions than us or whatever. Obviously, the speed. Maybe they will follow the speed, huh? Yeah, will they be forced to follow the speed?
Well, I think so. But
do you think it will reduce traffic?
Totally, because it's all efficient. So like probably it would be connected to the lights. You probably don't even need lights anymore, maybe, unless like it's pedestrian. It's probably needed. But yeah, it'll definitely allow for less gaps and people could tailgate because they know when the next car is going to stop, so they don't have to be as far. But I also was thinking, what if other people don't want to do that? Because I know some other people, they like moving the manual stick, and they just like that feeling. Like my brother, he just likes that feeling. Even though he messes it up, he messed up the transmission, he's still like, I want to get another one. Like he doesn't.
Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how that would even go into play? Is that something that's like optional? Is that something that's gonna be like worldwide? Is that something that'd be like city to city? I don't know. I don't know. But actually, reduce traffic. That I think that's a steal. Like, why are we even thinking about this? Like, let's just go for it. You know, that's traffic. I don't know. Like, I remember when I used to commute from Castellet to my house, it would take me about an hour. Which, when there's no traffic, it takes me about like 20, 25 minutes. I'm like, that's so crazy. Imagine reducing. You have more time. Like, you have more time. It just works for the best of everybody. I mean, you'll be more government controlled, right? But it'll work better. I mean, we already are government controlled at this point, so I feel like we should just go with it. We should just go with it. So I was saying that it's supposed to save lives because there will be less accidents, and I guess now I'm convinced. You have convinced me, Liz.
Oh my god! But I don't
I
think
I
other people
agree
are
with it.
gonna be convinced. Like
What? I
I'm
mean,
gonna just be sitting here just watching people like freak out because I some people are not gonna want to do it.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder would it be like
If
worldwide? Like
like
everybody has to go. Like,
oh, okay.
because there's people who do like doing like takeovers and like with their cars or whatever, you know. Well, because it gives you a sense of independence, you know.
Uh-huh.
So, and then somebody else driving you, which has its benefits because you don't have to be like concentrated on the road, the traffic or whatever, but you won't have that independence to be like, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but what if no, I was just thinking like when you drive down the road and you see like a Jack in the Box and you're like, ooh, I really want to shake. Would you need to tell the car like, hey, go to Jack in the Box right now? Because if you were to do it on your own, you would just be like, I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
But I
like,
think that's like
or do you have to
scientists
ask the
just have
car
to
permission?
figure it out.
Do you have to ask the car permission? Like, can you take me to Jack in the Box? Or what if like you're going to Jack in the Box, right? And then you're like, you know what? I don't want Jack in the Box anymore. I want Chick-fil-A. Do you like stop the car and say, take me to Chick-fil-A better? Or like you have to get to Jack in the Box and then change the address to go to Chick-fil-A? How would that work? I don't know.
Right. I don't
Because
know.
I don't know. I don't know.
The
It's pretty
scientists will
crazy.
figure it out. They'll be like, these indecisive people, we have to put that in the code.
Yeah, these people. Oh, another thing that I saw in that same article that was telling about the accidents or whatever is the you your car. Well, it's making like well, obviously we already have smart cars, but smarter cars, I guess, where they will be able to read your mind. Like, I guess like the waves that you're gonna be
Oh,
able to
the
talk to your
Neuralink
car.
thingy?
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know, but this is like they were like still like trying to study that more because obviously that opens up more room for like carjacking, you know? So, because it's gonna be
why?
would only you have a chip or something. How would that work? I don't know,
I would
but
think so.
I don't
Like
know
you have
because
a
it was saying
key. So like there's a key in
inside
whatever
of
the
you.
thing is. Yeah. But like a pin.
Okay, how
Maybe it's a pin.
it was a pin? Because I'm saying, what if you get a new car? Would they have to
Uh-huh.
put another chip inside of you, or would they take the chip from that car and put it on the other car?
No, I think it's more of like AirPods. So like you pair your AirPods, you pair your car to your brain. I
Oh,
think
so
it's
like
like that.
you're gonna be a Bluetooth?
Something like that. I think so. I think it would be
Yeah,
something
they're gonna make those robots. Like,
cyborgs. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I think
that's
that's what everybody's pushing through. But I
I
don't
don't
think it's
know.
necessary.
Yeah, I feel like that's just being extra. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't know. But it says like that goes hand in hand with like autonomous vehicles. Like they're driving themselves, so I guess they'll be able to like read your mind into where you want to go or when to open the vehicle or when to do what it is.
That seems tough. Because, like, what if you're thinking about something crazy different? What if you're thinking about, like, the clouds or something? Like, you see an elephant, it takes you to the zoo. Like, how would they know? Like, you want to turn left? You want to turn right? Like, do you have to manually say that in your head, like left, right? That's even annoying because sometimes when people drive, like when I see other people drive, it's just like instant. Like, you don't think about it.
Mhm.
It's just like right then and
Yeah,
there
it
you
just
turn.
naturally.
Yeah. So I think it
Um,
would be even slower to use Neuralink straight to your car.
what
Don't you
says it
think?
takes? Yeah, it says it takes about 2 to 3 seconds.
I think that's even less than like what normal people do.
Yeah. Or what if you're like thinking about somebody, and then
Yeah.
like it drives you to their house, and then they think you're a stalker. Like you see, like all of these things is not okay. I know I'm not for that one. I'm gonna have to pass on that. Uh, on me being able, my car being able to read my mind.
Man, I'll try it out. I'll try. I'll see how it is. And if I like it, I like it. Like it would be cool to do it with like the computer. Like you just think about a site and then it goes to the site, or you don't even have to type stuff. It's just like types it straight in there.
Oh, no, no, not for me. I'm still pass on that one. I already gave the gringo for the autonomous vehicles for not reading my mind. That's like, imagine. I don't know. That would be weird. Like you're going to somewhere and you're thinking about somebody else, and then it just takes you that way instead because you were thinking of that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
think
have to
that's
really have one thought, and that's like almost impossible. You can't have just one
yeah,
thought at one specific moment.
yeah. It's like your whole drive. You have to be like, I'm going here. Like I'm going here. Nah, I can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
and then usually when you're driving, you're listening to music. So what if you're like singing, and then it takes you some random place? Like
Yeah.
What song has a location in it? Like it just takes you there.
I don't know. I just thought about the "Send Me Your Location" song, but
Oh
that don't
yeah,
have a
that's what I was
location.
thinking. But it doesn't
Yeah.
have a specific location in the song.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That's weird.
Or what if it like texts people? Like you think about somebody and then it texts them that message.
Oh, that would be horrible. That would
Like what
completely
if you
be
were just
horrible.
in a fight with somebody and you're thinking through it? You're like, oh, you
Like, you this, you
or you
that, and then it
that.
just sends it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That would be horrible. That would be completely horrible. No, we see pass. We're gonna pass on that
Sounds
one.
like a good idea, but it's like the brain, I don't think I handle it.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess you gotta be very a focused, centered person to be able to have something advanced like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great idea. It's a great idea. But I don't know if that's something for the whole the whole population. I don't think we were prepared for that. But I guess as advances, I guess maybe that's something we can adjust to as all the advances, obviously all the autonomous vehicles, all the everything. Maybe we will be able to progress in that era. I don't know, but that's pretty cool. What do you think? What do you think life will look like 10 years from now?
Probably the same.
You think
Like
the same?
I don't think a lot of things changed since 2010. Like maybe it's just the iPhone. The iPhone changed, so we have a phone, and we have a television, and we have a calculator in our pocket. But I think it'll be something more similar to that. So it'll probably be like a tinier phone that could like fold up. Like that's what they're trying to lead to, or maybe like a holographic phone,
Oh, that's something I would
something like
definitely
that.
be interested in.
hmm
That's pretty cool.
But I'm not too imaginative about the future. Like I don't want to get my hopes up. Like
Oh,
nothing happens. I
especially
think
with everything going on, it's like I feel like definitely slowed down everything. You know?
progression, I don't know, because like since everything's slowed down, it gives people a chance to be more creative, I think. Because if they're always trying to put out something new, like right then and there, they're just like struggling to like figure out something and then just put it out straight ahead right then and there. But I feel like it kind of gives people time to think about it more. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you're not, don't have like a deadline set for like this year, probably next year. So you're just like thinking that whole time about like some new advancements. So I think once we come out of quarantine or come out of this state of stay at home, more people will have like so cool ideas that they just want to get out there. That's what I think.
Yeah. Or
I
maybe
ran out
we'll
of water.
retract some projects, you know?
Oh, what did you say?
I said I feel like it will retract some projects. Like instead of it going this way, they obviously had time to reflect or whatever, and then they have better ideas. Instead of going this way, they're gonna go that way. You know? I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm
because
excited.
like, I feel like some people got more sleep now, maybe if I'm not if I'm not wrong. So sleep is definitely important, and so you should have more energy and more capability of your brain once you like have a good night's sleep. Like I know some people like sleep like 4 hours a day, and like that's crazy.
What else have you found in the web?
Okay, so a tech startup that protects against online fraud is now under investigation for fraud. So NSA is under investigation
Oh my god.
under SEC fraud. So they raised 123 million in funding. And then after they raised that funding, 3 months later, they laid off their employees.
Ooh. Ooh. When was this? How old is this?
Oh, September 11th of 2020.
Oh,
So like this month when we're
literally.
recording this, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so what did you say again? They're an anti-fraud that is getting, what is it? Like sued over fraud? Is that what's happening right here?
Yeah, they're a tech startup that's supposed to protect against online fraud.
Yeah.
And then so once they produced all that funding like that they got, like in it, they laid off their employees.
But I feel like a lot of it, I mean, obviously, a lot of it had to do with everything that's going on, you know? But I mean, that's online, so it's something, I don't know. I don't know. But I think that's pretty funny. That you're, okay, no, not funny that they're laying them off. I'm saying it's funny that there's, no, don't, no. That's the whole point, you know? And then they're getting sued over that, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like they could have gone about it differently. But obviously, I feel like these circumstances, not that it's to defend them, but obviously it plays a factor in the whole pandemic. It's a setback for everyone. But yeah, that's pretty sketch. I don't know. What do you
Yeah,
think
it's
about it?
definitely sketch because it was 240 employees. So if it's a startup and you like did all that work and you hired all these people, I feel like you could have kept like maybe half, like just doing remote employment like
Mm-hmm.
some other people are doing. I don't know, like the pandemic is probably not gonna be for long. So I think it's pretty sketch.
Yeah, it's pretty sketch, but I feel like it's not the only company that is getting like a lot of, let's say, attention over this. Yesterday, I was about my life, and I saw that there was this protest outside a hotel, and then I was like, "What's going on here?" You know, like what happened? And it was that they were all like protesting for their jobs. It's Sheraton. Sheraton laid off 200, almost saying like 250 people, and when they just reopened. They didn't take none of them back. They took out new people. It
Oh,
was
were they unionized? Oh, like did they say they're in a union?
No, they didn't say anything. They were just like outside. You know, it's like I feel like it's a lot of people that lost their jobs. Unfortunately, you know, I feel like it was something unexpected for everyone. I don't think anyone was necessarily prepared, and for those who were, like, that's great, you know. But I don't know. I feel like obviously this pandemic is a setback for every company, a startup company. But that is very sketch that someone with that many people is not even gonna keep half of their staff. You know? I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like with fraud is something that is like very common now, unfortunately. I don't know if you heard about that. The people that I think they're getting like unemployment or whatever. They're getting them in cards now, and people are like stealing those now. Like they're betting so low that they're stealing those unemployment cards
From
and
like the
going to
mail?
banks. I'm assuming, or they're making like fake ones that look
Oh.
real. Yeah. So when they go to the bank or whatever to take out money, like they're like, oh, obviously you need an ID, and they're like, oh, like I don't have my ID, or they make a fake ID. Imagine putting so much time and effort for something like that. Like I don't know.
Well, if it's a substantial amount of money, like I feel like anybody would do anything for money. Well,
That's
some
sad.
people would do anything for money.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw there were some of them were caught here at banks, others were caught over there by Beverly Hills, like Rodell Drive. Like they were trying to purchase. Well, obviously Rodell Drive is like very bougie, so all the good stuff or whatever. And obviously, I guess they were gonna sell that, so they were using those like unemployment cards. But I'm like, imagine getting that low to the point where you're gonna hit an unemployment card. I don't know.
Well, maybe there's some like dumb rule that they couldn't get the unemployment card, so they had to resort to making their own little fake one. So maybe like there was some criteria like to get an unemployment card because they're probably desperate, you know.
There's no necessity to be able to lay off that many people, you know? So that's sad and funny at the same time that a fraud company is being sued over fraud. You know? But I don't know. Those are
Well,
just
they're
my
being
thoughts.
investigated for fraud.
Once you get investigated, something's usually found, I think. Something wrong is usually found. So either intentions that it was to do that or that it was that, you know?
Yeah, if there's a suspicion, then there's something there.
Thank you all for joining us today. This has been Say Money News, and this has been fun. Bye. Bye, Lizzard.
See ya. Thank you for listening to Saying Money Podcast. I'm Lizzard. You can follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok with the handle Baja SE. You can also check out our website, Baja SE, if you want to check out more stuff about our team, and we also have some merch on there as well. You can also join our Saying Money Podcast subreddit if you'd like. Thanks again for listening. See ya.
The views, information, or opinions expressed during the Staying Muddy podcast are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily represent those of Baja SAE and Cal State Los Angeles.